Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the class of 1923 arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, before this non-league matchup, which is about to begin between the Drexel Dragons and the University of Rhode Island Rams. Bob Long here, Elise Staglensky helping us out on camera. It's a special night here for Drexel hockey, as it is Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Night. Several of the program's young participants are out here tonight, proudly skating along with some of their favorite Drexel hockey players, and they'll be introduced shortly. We'll take you to that goal line now and show some of the young gentlemen in the orange from the Ed Snyder Foundation.
For tonight's matchup, featuring the University of Rhode Island and your Drexel Dragons, we ask that all fans, players, and officials show respect throughout tonight's game. Tonight's game is sponsored by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. Drexel Ice Hockey would like to recognize and thank all those from the Ed Snyder Hockey Program for coming out tonight for this matchup between the University of Rhode Island and your Drexel Dragons. The Ed Snyder Hockey Program is a nationally acclaimed nonprofit organization that uses the sport of hockey to educate and empower under-resourced youth of Philadelphia to prosper in the game of life. Snyder Hockey builds lives and unites communities by positively impacting the lives of students while preparing them for success on the ice, in the classroom, and in their community. Drexel Ice Hockey would like to recognize Colin Fafara, who has helped the Snyder Hockey Program in a tremendous manner and continues to dedicate countless hours to the program. And now for the starting lineups. From the University of Rhode Island, starting at left wing from Bethesda, Maryland, number 21, Griffin Long. Playing center from Cumberland, Rhode Island, number 17, Jake Salisbury. Playing right wing from Westchester, Pennsylvania, number 12, Nick Ferraro. Playing left defense from East Islip, New York, number 5, Mike Costello. Playing right defense from Mendon, Massachusetts, number 4, Nick Santoro. And in goal from Urbana, Maryland, number 1, JT Ketzenberger. And now the starting lineup for your Drexel Dragons. Starting at left wing from Eagle, Colorado, number 9, Zane Reynolds, accompanied by Paris Branch. At center from Percy, Pennsylvania, an assistant captain, number 13, Pat McGinley, accompanied by London Cotton from Snyder Hockey. At right wing from Springfield, Pennsylvania, number 21, James Schickling, accompanied by Nick Adanasio from Snyder Hockey. At left defense from Havertown, Pennsylvania, number 10, Nick Urbani, accompanied by Zach Cooper from Snyder Hockey. At right defense from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, your captain, number 4, Mike Churchvara, accompanied by Montag Davis from Snyder Hockey. And in goal from Naperville, Illinois, number 35, Jeremy Wick, accompanied by Otto Cheryl Mix from Snyder Hockey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Once again, it is Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Night here at Drexel University as the home Dragons take on the Rhode Rams of Rhode Island. Bob Long here to bring you the broadcast. So excited to be alongside. This should be a great night for hockey. Drexel dressed in the home gold uniforms at the bottom of your screen. Rhode Island right at the top of your screen, dressed in the Rhode blue uniforms with the dark blue trim, white numerals, and RI across the chest. Rhode Island 13, 10, 1, and 0 on the year. Drexel is 16, 2, 2, and 2 on the year. Rhode Island competes in the ESCHL, third in that conference, trailing Liberty and Delaware. Drexel at the top of the ECHL with Westchester and the Naval Academy trailing them. We're underway here in the first period. Drexel controls the puck first, back behind their own net. Nick Urbani flips it up. Zane Reynolds with one touch. Schickling in the area, whack, but would not go from Patrick McGinley. Turning with it now, number 5, Mike Costello, given away. Costello got a stick on it again, and now Rhode Island will be able to carry it forward. Kept in there by Churchvara, flicked up, and that one does come out of the zone. Should have had a whistle there, I think, for offside because it was touched by the Dragons. Not seen by that linesman, and up to the red line. Rhode Island will pump it all the way down. Schickling with control along the boards, shovels it forward into the neutral zone. Now Zane Reynolds, make that number 7, Jared Ortiz, came up with it, got it back, take the shot, and the save there by the pad of number 1, John Ketzenberger, in net tonight for Rhode Island. Good pass right across, and Christopher Hagan had some trouble handling it. What a pass as he turned it on to Tyler Black, who tried to wrist it forward. Ortiz with it now along the far side boards. Stays on the puck well and takes down a Rhode Island Ram. In there now, number 20, Daniel Caruso. He couldn't pry it free, and it's kept in. Perhaps not. So 2 close calls early on. The linesman had that one just coming out of the zone. This will be not icing, as that was waved off by the official. Thought Black won the race to the dot. A long pass, good stick work there by Eugene Lim, and Jarrett Ortiz will send it deep. Drexel with an early change, only Eugene Lim stays out there. Along the far side boards and brought out to center. Weissenbaumer lost the puck, but now McNally tries to shovel it in. It barely does gain the zone, and Drexel turns it the other way. A touch there by Carmichael to avoid the icing, and it is deep. Rancourt backhands it for Rhode Island along the near side boards. Kept in, but only for a minute there by Brett Coleman all the way down. This will be an icing, and Wyeth Cool was the one back there to coerce it. 17 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first period. Scoreless here from the class of 1923 arena as the Drexel Dragons, number 1 in the ECHL, taking on the University of Rhode Island, a non-league matchup, but 2 teams that know each other well. They played last year up in Rhode Island, and it was a great 2-game series. I expect the same here this weekend. Tonight's game, puck drop at right about 7:40. Tomorrow, these teams will be back on the same ice at 3:30. Jeremy Wick gets the first save of the night. A face-off coming in the Rhode Island offensive zone. Going to have Colin Fafara, an intermission guest, with us here on the Drexel Hockey Network. One of the representatives from Ed Snyder Youth Hockey. The guests of the night here. Jeremy Wick got a stick on that one to keep it out of the net, and Drexel will build it the other way. Jamie Crane taking off the puck. Right there was Castura as he sent it wide. Up to the opposing point, and Wyeth Cool overskated it. Now potentially an opportunity here, but a nice back check there by Jamie Crane, who controls the puck. Drexel will build from the back. The captain, Mike Churchvara, up for Castura. Castura will come to the bench after flipping that one deep. Nick Urbani flicks it up with the backhand. Zane Reynolds, full head of speed, got to the puck first, made one miss, and dropped it off for McGinley, but that came to his backhand and he had trouble controlling it. Bouncing over the stick of Urbani. And now Churchvara passed it up. It did hit the skate of McGinley, but he tried to catch Rhode Island on the change. Nearly did. A fight for possession in the neutral zone. Nick Santoro, an ill-advised pass as now McGinley carries it into the zone. The alternate captain at the top of the circle will just flick it deep. Urbani pinched way deep, got underneath the goal line as he sent it back to the point. A deflected shot goes high. Schickling simply whips it around the boards and gets it back on his stick. After McGinley was taken into the wall, he got a shot, and it was saved there by Ketzenberger. Now a race for the puck, and Schickling does a nice job to take Griffin Long off the puck for Rhode Island. Cameron Neely, cross-ice pass, hit the tape of his teammate, and drop back. Here's a shot, they score! It's James Schickling with the goal. The captain, Mike Churchvara, with the assist. And Drexel leads 1-0. What a pass that was from the back from Cam Neely. Give him a secondary assist on that one. Churchvara carries it in, kind of skates with his back to the goal line. He gets the assist as well. And then, of course, James Schickling did not miss from there on the board. And Drexel with a 1-0 lead on home ice on a special night. Snyder hockey evening at the class of 1923. Now Rhode Island trying to get one right back. Saved there by Jeremy Wick. One more look as it was a 2-on-1 building there. Far right side of your screen. Laying the body down, forcing the shot right on net. Wick up to task. Wick will make another save off a bouncing puck towards the net. "15 minutes, 14 seconds to play.
Drexel goal scored by number 21, Jim Schickling. Assisted by number 4, Mike Churchvara. Drexel goal from Schickling from Churchvara.
Aaron Carmichael back behind the net. Connor Kurzenabe, and now a long pass across. Comes on to the stick of Weller. Weller will turn back with it. Nice pass across for Carmichael, but the stick lift prevented him from putting that one on net. Now Weller. One-timer. And we got a big save, it looks like. Wow, looked like the bench was ready to erupt. One more look at this one. And I think everybody couldn't believe that one didn't go in. What an unbelievable save, if so, by John Ketzenberger. The whole rink kind of had a muted response there as it looked like Carmichael got a good enough piece, but it did not go home as Ketzenberger, good lateral movement, got to the side of the net. And now they're coming over to the bench. Kyle Weller discussing with head coach Kyle Zoldi. Now Rhode Island is getting a talking to. Still no call, but you're seeing some celebrations here on the Drexel side. Rhode Island, the coach is right at the top of your screen having a discussion with a linesman and an official, and he doesn't look particularly happy. Kyle Zoldi has his arms crossed on this bench, less than concerned. And my first thought there was goal. They're getting ready to face off at the center of the ice. Still a muted reaction. Now they've put the goal on the board. So Aaron Carmichael got the goal. Not my best goal call, so apologize to Aaron Carmichael there. But Drexel leads 2-0. And one of the odder and more muted celebrations, if you will, that you'll ever see. Now up to center ice. Patrick McGinley leaves it off for Zane Reynolds, who tries to get it back. But a nice play by Rhode Island to crash the defense. In there, number 16, Colin Harple, as he plays it across for Billy McNally. McNally takes it deep. Wyeth Cool's in the area defensively for the Dragons. McNally tried to get it back to the point, but could not. Coleman, they score! Coleman lost a stick, a shot from behind the net, and it found its way home off the pad of Jeremy Wick. So what a start to this one here. 13 minutes, 59 seconds to play in the first period, and it is 2-1 Drexel, but Rhode Island cuts it halfway. And now they're going to kick Rhode Island out of the face-off circle. Now it's Jacob Kelly. Face-off controlled there. And batted off the sideboards by Drexel. Now they chase after it. It does come into the neutral zone, so everybody will have to touch up. Carried forward by Kelly. Kelly with one touch. Now Drexel turns it the other way. They are going to wave off icing there. Back behind the net, number 2, William Du Bois. Flips it forward for number 9, Jacob Kelly, and Du Bois gets it back on the near side. Flip tie brought down by the catching glove of Brett Coleman, and now a hand pass will take this face-off back to center ice. Now they're going to bring the face-off into the Rhode Island offensive zone. Mike Churchvara into the neutral zone, plays it forward for Crane. Crane onto the puck, dropped right in front, a couple jams at it, and Ketzenberger got the pad down. And now that pops up and out of play with 13:07 to play in the first period. Reminder, we'll have Colin Fafaro with us in between the first and second period, our intermission guest of the Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation. Excited to have him on. He'll tell the story of the Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation and all the great things that the organization does. Flipped along the near side boards here by Rhode Island, looking for a clearance. Nearly an opportunity in front, but Nathan Runk could not control. A great pass across. Kramer with a shot. It's saved there by Jeremy Wick. Dumped back below the goal line by Daniel Caruso. In there on it, Jonathan Alsfeld. And a big hit takes out the Drexel Dragons defender as a shot goes just wide. Now a slip from the Rhode Island defenseman will send Nick Castor after the puck, but first to it is DeRocher. Bad pass there, flicked high, and Rhode Island very fortunate to clear. Now, here's an opportunity, one-on-none. Big poke check there by Jeremy Wick to make the initial save, and then a clearance here, but not all the way out of the zone by Drexel. Mike Churchvara, he'll flip it high. Wick will cover up on that long pass that went all the way on net. 12 minutes, 1 second to play here in the first period. It's Drexel 2, Rhode Island 1 here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Faceoff comes out of the zone. Billy McNally will take it for Rhode Island. Kurzenabe flips it across. Tyler Black, the pass just behind. And that one goes into the catching glove of backup goaltender Frank Lurie. So we'll get a face-off right at center ice. Jared Ortiz picks up a penalty. Tripping called against Ortiz. He'll go to the box for 2 minutes. Right on the left side of your screen, there's the trip. Easy call. And Drexel will be a man down for the next 2 minutes or until a Rhode Island goal. Cameron Neely will take the face-off, opposed by Griffin Long. Drop back to the point. DeRocher plays it across. Caruso's going to get it in between the circles, and now over for DeRocher. Up to the slot, shot, deflected there. Churchvara puts it down on the ice and is able to control it, but not clear it. DeRocher plays it along the far side boards, and now Drexel does control. Out of the zone, Runk did not get a full piece of that one, so Rhode Island will recover. Caruso, nice pass to the blue line, out of the top of the circle, a pass just beyond the outstretched stick of Griffin Long. Long taken down back behind the net. There's a penalty coming up, and it is going to go against Drexel's number 10, Nick Urbani. Doesn't like the call, but pulled down Griffin Long, and it'll be 5-on-3 for Rhode Island for 1:15. That's what's left on the penalty to Jared Ortiz. So Drexel was in full control here. It was 2-0 after 2 great goals in the first few minutes. A goal from an off angle by Rhode Island took it down to 2-1, and now 5-on-3, more than a minute to go of that. As to the dot, they send it right in front, right across. Boy, that should have been finished. Alsfeld is going to want that one back. Jonathan Alsfeld, one of the leading scorers on this team. There's a shot to Boys. Big save on the deflection by Jeremy Wick. Du Bois again. This time plays it across. Shot by Costello. That one caught the pipe. Rhode Island with 36 seconds left. A deflection across the blue paint, but did not scare the net. Costello plays it across. Here's Du Bois again. Du Bois plays it to the goal line, right back to the top of the circle. Wine fire, big save, dangerous rebound. Cleared, but not all the way out of the zone. Kept in well at the point. Now 2-on-1. Trouble here for Drexel. Played right in front, and they missed it on the soft toss. One-timer, Wick with the save. 4 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Costello plays it to the goal line. Dropped right across, off angle, off the side of the net, and the net came off the moorings. An up-tempo pace here in the last few minutes. And you see the net came off the moorings there as Wick made the save, and now Drexel trying to make a change, and the referee saying no, go back. So that line's going to stay on, a tired line at that, because they're really the stoppage came because of the moorings coming off the net. So now Drexel gets a clearance, still can't get the change. It is 5-on-4 for the next 36 seconds. The first of the 2 power plays have been killed off. Churchvara got his stick in the way. That was dangerous, but got a nice clearance. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to play, 23 seconds on the man advantage for Rhode Island. To the zone, Nick Ferraro got it back on a pass there from number 17, Jake Salisbury, but couldn't control it, so Drexel able to clear it all the way down. 6 seconds left. Drexel nearly has killed off 2 power plays, but one more good shot coming here as Wick makes the save, and a little bit extra after the fact as Brett Coleman did not take kindly, and now they're going after it. Griffin Long was the one that came in there late on Wick, and 4 Rams and 4 Dragons going at it. Brett Coleman skating towards the bench, but the box is right in that area as well, and he'll keep on going. To the box he goes. But he won't be the only one. as Rhode Island will send number 17, Jake Salisbury, to the box as well, the leading point getter for this Rams team. And it's the beauty of this arena. The penalty box is just to the right of the Drexel bench. They're both right next to each other. No scorer's box in between them like you'd see at an NHL rink. So they have a chance to get up close and personal and perhaps exchange a few words after they had already politely disagreed out there on the ice. Faceoff comes at the near side dot, just outside the offensive zone for Rhode Island, and Mike Churchvara will carry it back. It is 4-on-4, and that's offside just by a hair, as number 14, Dylan Weisschelbaumer, had not cleared the zone. 8:52 to play, first period. Drexel 2, Rhode Island 1. McNally gets the faceoff back to his teammate Nick Centaro. Centaro right back for McNally and taken off the puck there and stood up by Mike Churchvara as Churchvara carries it in now. Dropped back for Nick Urbani, a shot, save, rebound, they couldn't finish. Eugene Lim had the wide open net and could not finish it. A stick lift at just the right moment from Rhode Island. Now McNally brings it in. Save there by Wick. McNally goes down hard. Another penalty coming up against Drexel as soon as they get the touch, and now there it is. McNally drove right in on the net. I think it's going to be a hooking call called against Mike Churchvara. Unless it's Nick Urbani. They're both in the area right there arguing with the officials, and yes, my instinct was correct. Mike Churchvara to the box for 2 minutes. And Drexel has had, we'll say, not the better half of the special teams opportunities thus far. They have kept Rhode Island off the board for that 5-on-3, but they keep sending guys to the box, and now it'll be 5-on-3. Remember, the offsetting minors just 46 seconds of game time ago. 4-on-3, there'll be a lot of open ice, and you would think a great opportunity here for Rhode Island to get the game-tying goal. DeRocher, up near the top of the circle, plays it across. Now to the top of the circle, Centauro. Thinks now, shoots, and it's off the blocker of Jeremy Wick. Centauro, he'll try it one more time, sent behind the stick of DeRocher, who sends it back below to the weak side. It was a bouncing puck, and now the net came off the moorings, but a great chance along the far side. You'll see a backhand in this area, a swing and a miss, but one that could have given Rhode Island the lead, or make that a tie game. Patrick Kramer wins the faceoff, plays it across for DeRocher. DeRocher in between the circles, a shot, big save there, but boy was it a dangerous one as that came right across the crease. Will he try it again? Yes, he will. Through a lot of traffic, and Jeremy Wick, good positioning that time by the netminder of the Drexel Dragons. That is a strength of this Rhode Island team from what I've seen so far. A lot of big bodies that they like to throw in front of the net, create traffic, create screens, and Jeremy Wick will have to be good tonight with both a vision and, of course, a positioning perspective. Poked away there by Eugene Lim. Lim wins the race to the puck, and now we'll play it back. Kurzenabe, Black, and now Kurzenabe, I think, would be well served to fire it down the ice. He does just that. Certainly always one to take as many seconds off as you can, but after a pass like that is deflected, might be one where you just get it out of dodge. You don't want to turn one over in your defensive zone when you initially have control. Now Centauro, shot, rebound, Jeremy Wick. Great lateral movement that time by Jeremy Wick. The first one was blocked. You'll see that here. Save made with the block right in front. Jeremy Wick has to be lightning quick to react, and he does beautifully. 5 seconds left on the offsetting minors, so both Drexel and Rhode Island will get a skater on the ice, and then it'll be 5-on-4, 45 seconds remaining at that point. An initial quick clearance will make it 5-on-4. 40 seconds left on the man advantage for the Rams of Rhode Island. Carried into the zone. Salisbury plays it back to the point and kept in there, but only for a moment as this one's sent forward. Nathan Runk, shorthanded, shoots it high and up and into the netting. Runk given a golden opportunity there. A nice pass up the ice from Urbani. Maybe felt the footsteps as he fired that one high. 6:35 to play first period. Drexel had a wonderful opportunity offensively. Now Cameron Neely can't win the faceoff. Rhode Island will control back behind the net. Runk trying to make life difficult as he fronts it, but now Rhode Island into the zone. Salisbury turns it up and rips it back behind the net. Onto it now, Griffin Long turns on it well. Right across, and Salisbury couldn't get the stick on it enough to put it into the net. Right out of the box, Zane Reynolds. What a move there. Brings it on, tries to finish, and the net comes loose. Incredible show of athleticism and skill. Just winds the defenders, and really was that last stick there that was the difference. But my goodness, Zane Reynolds, a guy who was the best player on the D2 team for Drexel last year and gets the start here tonight. He's been a key for them offensively all season long, and he nearly made something out of nothing there. Rhode Island with 6 minutes to play. Plays it forward. Kramer sticked up and right on out of here. Through the netting. Back behind the net. 5:55 to play. We'll get a face-off in the Rhode Island offensive zone. Bob Long on play-by-play here for the Drexel Hockey Network. We have Elise Steklinski, doing a great job on camera. Patrick McGinley kicked out of the face-off circle. James Schickling will try to win this one for Drexel and does with ease. Tyler Black shields himself behind the net and takes it back behind one more time. Kurzenabe in the area. And nearly taking a big hit, but really kind of escorting himself out of the way was Patrick McGinley. Now Drexel having trouble clearing the zone. Zane Reynolds has it now. Multiple bodies on the ice. Tyler Black turns it up ice, and now an opportunity 3-on-2. McGinley got through two defenders, keeps it on his stick, and a penalty coming as a result on the touch. Great job by Patrick McGinley to force the issue, slicing his way through two defenders and forcing the penalty to be called. And now Drexel on the right side of the special teams opportunity with 5:17 to play in the first period. It's Patrick Kramer to the box for 2 minutes. Aaron Carmichael, Jamie Crane, James Schickling out there along with Eugene Lim, who plays a lot on special teams opportunities, along with Mike Churchvara, the offensive-minded defenseman. Carmichael drops it to the goal line. Now overlapping is Mike Churchvara with a shot. That does stay in the rink. Kept in the zone by Eugene Lim. Churchvara overran it, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. Under 5 minutes to play, first period. Eugene Lim plays to the blue line, yet James Schickling holds up. Ambitious pass across leads to the clearance. Now chance for a quick turn, but only one Rhode Island Ram did go to the bench because of how quickly Jeremy Wick attacked that and how quickly Mike Churchvara had his eyes up the ice. Churchvara, one-touch pass. Carmichael has it now. Carmichael tries to make one miss. Schickling, a great job. That kept that one in the zone. But a pop over the stick of Eugene Lim forces it deep. Kyle Weller now onto the ice. .43 seconds left on the man advantage for Drexel. They'll carry it forward. Nick Urbani for Christopher Hagan. Hagan off a one-touch will chase down after it, trying to beat down Jake Salisbury, but Salisbury with a whole lot of speed, but couldn't clear. DeRocher shot there off the outside of the pipe. That was Zane Reynolds. Urbani shot into the catching glove of number 1 John Kensinger. He's 10-9 on the year, 266 goals against, 916. John Ketzenberger, the man in between the pipes for Rhode Island. 16 seconds left. Face-off initially won and tried to get a quick shot off. Not cleared, though, and now Drexel controls. Christopher Hagan shot right into the blocker. Number 4, Nick Centaro. And 5-on-5 with 3:13 to play. Quick change here from Rhode Island. Nick Urbani carries along the near side boards. Here's Patrick McGinley turning on it now in the center of the ice. Tyler Black across the red line, chucks it deep, and Drexel will get a change. Rhode Island into the offensive zone. That's Colin Harple. Harple in the area with Weichelbaumer. This is Weichelbaumer with it on the far side boards, played back to the point, kept in near the slot, but turned over. Castura had some miscommunication with Runk. Now McNally, a shot just wide. And the other way, off the change. Opportunity here for Drexel. Wine sent across. That was a pass attempt for Nathan Runk, but a little bit too far ahead of him. Now 2:19 to play. Back deep. Turned over. Castura dropped it right in front, and there was an opportunity for Hagan. Could not finish. That was through a lot of traffic. Now 2:03 to play. Perhaps another build or two for Drexel as Ortiz caught an odd spot on the boards and a kick to the side leading to the clearance. Now Ortiz turns onto the stick of Hagan and Neely, but a nice job by Rhode Island to clear. That one whacked into the teammate there. And coming free is Rhode Island. Nice job by number 19, Jamie Crane, but they can't clear it. One more time, Rhode Island sent across, and a nice job by Brett Coleman because there was a player, Jacob Kelly, right on the back door. Now below the goal line, number 19, Chris Mayer. Big hit there from Castura, and we get a whistle. Elbowing called against Castura, and he kind of launched himself, left the ice with his skates, and he's not going to like the call, but I'm not sure there's much you're going to do about that one. Optically, just did not look good when he left his feet, launched himself into the offensive player, and as a result, he gets 2 minutes from it. Referee over at the scorer's table figuring this one out. 1:17 to play, and there were 2 penalties there, it looks like, against Drexel. I saw the Castura one, but I think prior to that, number 25, Cam Neely, had been called for a penalty as well. I think it might have been for the issues occurring right at the blue line. A member of the Rhode Island team appeared sprawled out, and the Rhode Island bench was vocal about it. So as it stands on the scoreboard, 2 penalties listed for Drexel. Mike Churchvara, the captain, gets the explanation. Perhaps gives the briefest of explanations to the coaches on the bench. But as it stands, 2 minutes of a man advantage. 1:17 left in the first period, so a good chance, certainly Drexel's hope as well, that this carries over to the beginning of the second period. Initial faceoff won by Rhode Island. Can they get one in the final minute and 15 seconds of the period? DeRocher plays it to the goal line, sent right across, and Churchvara has it. Can he get the clearance? Yes, he can. They'll regroup as Daniel Caruso plays it back. Jacob DeRocher Plays it forward for Griffin Long, who sets up shop. DeRocher across for Caruso. From the dot, plays it deep, gets it back. Maybe went down a little bit easy there, but Rhode Island wanted a penalty on that one as well. A shot was blocked before it ever got to the net, and a big clearance there from Eugene Lim. Took a whack at that one as the puck was off the ice. The baseball skills came in handy. 23 seconds left in the period. Griffin Long lost control of the puck. Now Schickling on it. Backhand, but not out. And a big penalty, big hit there. There's no penalty, though. The entire Drexel bench up on their feet. A deflected shot goes wide. Ton of traffic in front. 3 seconds left. Shot by Long, and it's just offline. That's the end of the second period. And the Drexel bench will let them hear about that. James Schickling was absolutely crushed into the boards from behind. No call, and that's not going to leave Kyle Zolde and company particularly happy. TJ Lasig, particularly vocal, as is Kyle Zolde. The discussion continues. Kyle Zolde making himself heard now. And I think it's coming from the fact that Nick Castura, and you see where he's pointing to the backside of the net where Castura's penalty was taken, and saying, hey, if one, why not the other? Trying to make sure that they're getting both sides of the calls there. Derek Geis, not particularly thrilled. He's especially vocal with the linesman. And now they'll head into the dressing room to talk things over with their team. When we come back, it'll be the second period. 43 seconds left on a 5-on-3 for Rhode Island. Drexel has withstood the onslaught for now from a perspective of special teams opportunities. This portion of today's game brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business, an official sponsor for Drexel hockey. You can find out much more at drexellebeau.com. Stay with us for about a minute, and we'll be back with Colin Fafara of Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation on Snyder Hockey Night here at Drexel University. intermission here. All right, it is intermission here at the Class of 1923 Arena. Again, all our broadcasts here presented by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. And now we bring you into our broadcast booth, joined by the coordinator of hockey operations for Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation, Colin Fafara. Colin, it's great to have you here. So excited that you could make it up to the booth, and we're so excited that you're being a part of Drexel hockey, not just tonight, but your ongoing partnership here. It's been great.
Well, thanks, Bob. It's great to be here. You know, it's always a fun time to get together with Drexel hockey. You guys always put on a good show, and you know, working with your program, and as we slowly start to build our program here at Class of 23 Rink, building that relationship has been great. So again, thanks for having us out tonight.
Well, we appreciate that, and thank you. Walk us through the program itself. It's for those underprivileged, youth in Philadelphia that otherwise wouldn't have opportunities to play a game they love, but there's so much more that goes beyond the rink with Ed Snyder Youth Hockey.
Correct. So just to kind of give a quick background, Ed Snyder was the owner of the Philadelphia Flyers, and before he passed away, it was his goal to give back to the community. So he donated millions of dollars to kind of rebuild some rec centers throughout the city. So over the years, it has grown, and now we currently operate out of 6 different rinks in the city of Philadelphia and 1 in Camden County, New Jersey. And like you said, you know, it's free ice hockey for students in the city, and we kind of use hockey as a way to help grow young men and young women, to help them be successful, you know, on the ice, but more importantly, off the ice, because as we know, you know, the game, we can't play it forever. So in addition to ice hockey, we have academic programs where we have tutors at all of our rinks for students who are struggling in school, or even those who are doing well in school and they just need a place to come and do their homework, you know, or they just want a little quiet spot. We have board games that students can play. Just a safe place at the rink is what we're trying to provide for the kids. And it's grown to something really special, where now we have scholarship opportunities for students to attend high schools in Philadelphia. We've partnered with different colleges and universities where I believe 25 of our students have either full or partial scholarships for a 4-year university. Now, of course, they have to meet certain requirements, but you know, those opportunities are there for students. So that's what we're trying to do is, again, just build young men and young women to be successful on and off the ice.
And you talk about needing to achieve those metrics to earn those scholarships, high school, college level. What type of programs are in place to allow the students to be successful from an academic perspective?
Well, we have reading buddy programs where if we have students that are below their reading level, we work with them to help them get there, you know, if they're struggling in any subject. And that's what's great is we have such a big staff of people that just want to help out. So we have, you know, teachers that as a part-time job, they're at the rinks every day helping students, even coaches. You know, I've done my fair share of 3rd grade math with some students that need help. You know, I don't know if I can go too much further than the 3rd grade math, but you know, everybody's just has a hand in, you know, trying to help the students, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is just helping those who, you know, are maybe a little less fortunate. And you know, a lot of us were lucky enough to be able to play the game of hockey for many years and got to go to college and, you know, have these great opportunities, and we want to give those to students and families that deserve those same opportunities.
That's great. One of the places where you guys call home is this rink here.
Yeah.
And they have put a lot of money, the Ed Snyder Foundation has put a lot of money into this rink. What's it been like for the kids to be able to go home last summer and come back this fall and see what has been turned into an absolutely beautiful complex, one of the best places to play hockey in all of Philadelphia?
Oh, absolutely. It's funny, so last year was our first year we did our after-school programming here, and when kids came back this season, they were in awe. You know, the new boards, the new glass, it was great. The lighting. The locker rooms 3 and 4 Snyder Hockey uses, and we painted them. We put an orange stripe on it to kind of give it our own little touch. And, you know, just those little things make it special. And the students love it, and they love calling this place home. And, you know, having the support of Drexel Hockey and the staff here at Class of 23, it's been great. And, we're just looking forward to continue to build the program here.
And what does building look like for you guys? Where do you guys see Ed Snyder Youth Hockey in 5 years, in 10 years, and how do you get there?
I think we just want to continue to grow. We want to just keep making a difference in the community. It's going to different schools and reaching out to the students that probably would have never played hockey in their life. And it's funny, I talk to some of my students and they say they go to class and their classmates are like, you play hockey? I didn't know that you'd be playing hockey in this area. And it's fun to hear those stories, and then they invite their classmates to come and we get them signed up and they're joining the program. And so, in the next 5 years, I think we just want to continue to grow. We want to continue to grow our travel program, but it starts at the grassroots here in our after-school program. Seeing that kid come on his first day, and then in 2 or 3 years, they're on our squirt travel team and then our Pee Wee travel team. And we're continuing to build our girls program, so we have 17 travel ice hockey teams here at Snyder. 5 of them are girls hockey, which is great. We're really trying to grow that part of the game. I believe close to 50% of our active students are female participants. So we want to see that number continue to grow. We want to get more female coaches involved. And, it really just starts, like I said, at the grassroots in our after-school program, just getting people interested, getting them to stay, and enjoying coming to the rink every day.
So for those of us out here that might be watching and thinking, wow, what a great program, I'd love to get involved. All this growth you're talking about, I'm sure you need some help as a nonprofit to get there. How can people help out? How can they get involved, and how can they donate?
So you can visit our website, which is www.snyderhockey.org. I believe it's a volunteers tab. We have that. There's like a donor tab if you want. We're always taking equipment. Obviously, we hope it's something that's still safe and suitable, but any way that people can help out is just great, and that's what we need. And there's plenty of caring people in the city of Philadelphia and outside the city of Philadelphia that have played a big part in continuing to grow Snyder hockey, and we couldn't be more grateful for them.
Well, that's great. It's a wonderful story. I appreciate you being here with us tonight. I'm sure it was a thrill for those 5 kids to go out there and skate along with some of their favorite Drexel hockey players. And, maybe something those kids will remember as they continue their careers and maybe end up here on this ice playing for the Dragons one day.
I hope so. And then one day they'll be standing on the blue line with some of our students and kind of pay it forward a little bit. That's what we're trying to do here.
That's great. Anything else that we missed that the folks out there would like to know about Snyder hockey?
No, I mean, any way that you can support the program would be great. Even just like checking out our social media pages, just any little bit of support is great for us as we, try and continue to do something special here in Philadelphia.
Colin Fafara, our distinguished intermission guest. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for all you do for hockey in the city of Philadelphia.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. And I want to say thanks to Drexel Ice Hockey. You guys have been phenomenal in the 2 years that we've been running this program here at Class of 23.
Great. Happy to help any way we can. Thanks to Kyle Zoldi and the rest of the coaching staff who have really spearheaded that effort. Well, enjoy some more hockey out there. It's almost time for the beginning of the second period. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Colin Fafara, our guest here tonight on the Drexel Hockey Network. Again, this broadcast brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. Give us just a minute, and then we'll be ready for puck drop here in the second period. Thanks again so much to Colin Fafara for helping us out. We mentioned the gentlemen, the little kids who were able to come out and skate along with their favorite Drexel Dragons before the game. Paris, Branch, London, Cotton, Nick Atanasio. We're going to try that one more time. Atanasio. Gabe Frischkoff, Montague Davis, and Otto Cheryl Mix. The 6 Snyder Hockey representatives who got to skate along. What a thrill for them. About ready to get things underway in the second period. Drexel with a 2-1 lead, but still have a 5-on-3 to kill off for the next 43 seconds. Before we do that, we want to tell you one more time that this game is brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. For over 125 years, Drexel University has been uniting academia and industry to empower the next generation of leaders. Enroll in graduate and executive education programs at Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business and join over 40,000 alumni who are transforming their careers in industry. Learn more at drexellebeau.com. Bob Long, Elise Staglensky alongside doing camera for us on the Drexel Hockey Network, broadcasting every game at home for the Drexel D1 hockey team and as many D2 games as we can do as well this year. It's been a fun partnership there. But we are underway here, second period. Centauro flicks it around the boards, a fresh sheet of ice, and a 5-on-3 early on. Make that 4-on-3 as there was a penalty against Rhode Island right at the end of the period, so perhaps that's part of the discussion. That just flicked up onto the board as we started. So Drexel will actually get 5-on-4 13 seconds from now, trying to kill off the last of those two-minute minors as that one was deflected, comes through no. Back behind the net as 2 Dragons will come quickly onto the ice. Urbani just trying to hold up the puck and does so well. Now carried forward by Mike Churchvara. 19:09 to play, second period. It's 5-on-4 for the Dragons as he'll yank it on a dime. Back to the point. Now here's Aaron Carmichael. Played across. Eugene Lim plays catch with Churchvara. A shot right in front. The rebound. They score. A soft toss. Thank you very much for Jamie Crane. Here's a shot. That one came through and in midair plucks it forward. A great goal there by Jamie Crane. And how about turning that game on a dime? It was 5-on-3 with a minute and a half left to play in the first period. Drexel looked like they were ripe for the picking at that point. A late penalty by Rhode Island, which proved to be fatal, as soon as Drexel killed off that 5-on-3 with turn 4-on-3. In the first build on the 5-on-4, Drexel puts it in. Jamie Crane with the goal. And the Dragons lead 3-1. Now there's a shot. That one popped straight up into the air, and it did come down dangerously. Wick got a piece of it, had to scramble back to net. Another shot well wide, flicked wide off the wrister as it comes the other way. Now Eugene Lim. No numbers. He has Carmichael with him. Lim's shot got almost nothing on it as it was deflected right off his stick. Now put down by Colin Harple. He's taken off the puck, but now coming free with it is William Du Bois. Du Bois with the backhand plays it forward, 3-on-2 if they hurry, but a good hip check there as McNally taken into the boards. Along the far side, Eugene Lim carries right up the center of the ice. Sent across for Kyle Weller. Weller, a good cross-ice pass, but that was Carmichael going to the bench. Now on in his place was Christopher Hagan, 2-on-1 for Rhode Island. Sent across, one-timer off the pipe, but somehow stayed out. Shot was by number 5, Mike Costello. Now the other way. Rhode Island has the puck back behind the net. That's Chris Mayer. Mayer still has it. Good strength there by Mayer. He'll get it back one more time. And possession for Rhode Island up to the point. Shot deflected and does stay in the rink. But Wick was there for a calm save. Kelly with a shot into the glove. Once again, calm. Jeremy Wick in between the pipes. 17:07 to play, second period. And it's Drexel 3, Rhode Island 1. Face-off controlled by Rhode Island. Back to the point. DeRocher shot all the way through, and Wick there to make the save. This Rhode Island team prides itself on getting traffic in front. And that shot will come from just outside the right side of your screen there. Big save, again, through traffic by Wick. Griffin Long in the face-off circle for Rhode Island. Nathan Runk in there for Drexel, and Long got an initial piece of it. But now Drexel will carry it forward. Runk, pass just beyond the outstretched stick, and up and out of play as that's poked free and into the Drexel bench. We'll get confirmation on where this face-off will come. It was poked out of play by Rhode Island, was not tipped, and as a result, the face-off comes into the Drexel offensive zone. Rancourt plays it, and it's tipped there and out of the zone by Rhode Island. Churchvara there for Drexel, dressed in the home gold uniforms. This should be icing, and there's your whistle. Just 9 shots credited to Drexel, 17 for Rhode Island, but it's 3-1 Dragons. Shot through some traffic again, and Wick there for a calm save. At the end of the play, Alex Lund was dispatched into the boards by the goal scorer, Jamie Crane. Near side dot face-off. McGinley against Alsfeld. Shot didn't get to the net. Alsfeld right back on it, but now turning on it, Nick Urbani. Urbani plays it back for Mike Churchvara. Flicked up and into the neutral zone. Now Drexel with possession. Here's Urbani. Urbani collapsed upon by 2 defenders, and now Rhode Island's going to get a clearance. Perhaps an opportunity up the ice. Chris Mayer has Alsford with him. Now plays it up to the point. Lund, a shot by Du Bois is blocked right away by Zane Reynolds and played back behind the net. Onto it now, number 15, Patrick Kramer, but Drexel got there first. Drops it behind, and they're trying to get a clearance. McGinley along with Schickling, able to get it out of the zone. Zane Reynolds comes onto the puck. Long pass does get onto the stick of McGinley. McGinley flips it up, and they couldn't get the soft toss there. Tried to whack it out of midair, James Schickling. And now the other way, a backhand there from McGinley, but still controlled by Rhode Island. Sent back across the middle and couldn't get the shot off. A good stick lift by the Drexel defense. Still possession by McNally. McNally has it along with number 16, Colin Harple. Back into the slot, a long shot, and it's saved there by Wick. Right into the chest as Nick Centaro wound up and let that one rip. Far side dot face off. Jared Ortiz in there for the Dragons against McNally. Won by McNally. Centaro one more time, a shot, and Jeremy Wick makes the save again. No doubt about it, this Rhode Island team has been able to get shots on net consistently here tonight. Wick has been up to task. They love to create that traffic, and they do not hesitate to put the shot on. That one was deflected. Another one is saved by Wick. So blocked in front, but the follow, Wick was right in position. There's the initial block and the save on the second attempt. 14:56 to play, second period. McNally again wins a faceoff. Another shot, this time it's blocked and gets out of the zone. Christopher Hagan stood in the way. Rhode Island will have to build back up the ice. We are 5-on-5, 14:43 to play. Up to the point, a long shot. That was just angled wide, looking for a deflection. Could not get it. Now it's Colin Harple into the zone, taking off the puck though, and Drexel will turn with it. Tyler Black plays it behind the net, and Connor Kurzenabe patiently waits for traffic to subside. Hagan, a long pass across the ice, and now they build. This is Cameron Neely. Neely, a good pass across the ice. Black takes the shot, and that one went just wide. Tried to beat the goaltender, blocker side through traffic. That was great patience that time from the freshman defenseman. Flipped up the ice. Kurzenabe will get the race to the dot, and it's icing. 13:58, one more look. You see the tail end of this race. By a half step, Kurzenabe got there. 13 minutes, 58 seconds to play, second period. Second period action. I say third period, second period action here from class of 1923 Arena. Carmichael's shot off the stick there of the goaltender. Wind in a fire from Coleman that goes just wide. Good pinch that time by Wyeth Cool to keep it in the zone. Here's Aaron Carmichael to the edge of the circle. His shot was deflected on the way there, as a nice job by McNally to bring the stick in and not allow Carmichael to follow through. Kyle Weller into the game, opposing Luke Judge. And face-off is controlled by Judge and Rhode Island. They've certainly won the shots battle, Rhode Island has, as well as the face-off battle. But it's 3-1 Dragons. Another opportunity there as Lim couldn't get the shot off. Carried forward on the counter by Jacob Kelly. Kelly with a shot saved there by Wick, and a nice job to eviscerate any rebound opportunity, as that was dangerous. Watch Alsfeld right there, and boy, if there was any rebound whatsoever, Alsfeld would have been in a great spot to punch it home. But Wick has been solid tonight, one of his better games in net for the Dragons. Another shot was deflected, didn't get to Wick. Wyeth Cool first to it for the Dragons in gold. That one brought down by a hand pass, and out of the zone it comes. Face-off out of the zone, 13 minutes, 9 seconds to play. Bob Long, Elise Staklenski alongside on the Drexel Hockey Network. You can find us at the Drexel Point Streak site. Follow us on Twitter at Drexel Hockey. And an opportunity here for Rhode Island, and Wick makes a delicate save there as that one nearly rolled up on him. Full change on both sides in between whistles. Griffin Long in the face-off circle. Won by Patrick McGinley. Poked away from Mike Churchvara, though, back behind the net. Sent from an off angle, shot right on, and Jeremy Wick got a piece of that one. Griffin Long now on the near side. Right along the boards at the end of the circle. Ferraro with a shot deflected. Now one more time from an off angle, banged to the side of the net. No harm there for Drexel. As it's carried forward, Schickling will get it out of the zone. And Patrick McGinley turned with it, tried to get it over to Zane Reynolds. Du Bois will calmly turn with it for Rhode Island. Wait for traffic to subside. Now send it up, and it's a 1-on-none for Ferraro. Didn't control it well. Nearly got it back and sent across, popped high into the air. That was going to be a 1-on-none opportunity, but now still in trouble. Big save there by Wick, again through traffic, that time off the stick of Jake Salisbury. You'll see this one come right to Salisbury, top of the circle, got the shot off quick, and it was actually Wick's own defenseman trying to get out of the way and provide the sight lane for his goaltender. Nick Urbani, good turn on the puck there to avoid that traffic. Patience here, and now a long pass across the ice for Carmichael. Works through a check, brings it right on the net, tried to jam it home from a difficult angle, and it's saved there. Ketzenberger hasn't had a ton of saves that he's had to make, but he's made a few of them in recent minutes. Here's Urbani carrying it right on, poked away from him and out of the zone. Eugene Lim turns on it, looks for help, and Urbani was going to the bench. Lim thought he was cycling back to accept the pass. Now Churchvara took a chance there, but able to get right back into the play as he takes Kramer on along the far side boards. Played to the point. Here's a shot, deflected and does go wide, initially off the stick of Alex Centaro. Make that Nick Centaro. Near side, Kyle Weller fights for it. A whistle, a cross-check called, and down on the play is number 15, Patrick Kramer for Rhode Island. So what does that mean? It means Connor Kurzenabe to the box for 2 minutes with 11 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the second period. Near side face-off. Still looking for control. It'll come to the slot and pulled back there. Caruso sends it for Griffin Long. Nice job by Drexel to clear it all the way down. That's Brett Coleman on defense. Kurzenabe in the box for another 100 seconds. 10:40 to play, second period. The University of Rhode Island, 13-10. ESCHL, third place. They've played a few years in a row now, and it's always been very competitive. Griffin Long back behind the net, dropped in front. They jam away at it, it's still loose. And now Wick is on top of it. Get another look at the tail end of that one. Boy, that was a great chance there from Ferraro. And then they jam away at a loose puck into this crease. Wick just sticks that big glove on it to get the stoppage. One minute, 17 seconds left on the power play. 10:18 in the period. Drexel controls the faceoff and will send it all the way down the ice. Ketzenberger will leave it off for his teammate. That's Mike Costello back behind the net. Costello carries it all the way down below the goal line. Played to the top of the circle, now into the slot. A wind and a fire, couple deflections. Now a rebound, shot, well wide. And it will force the puck out of the zone. James Schickling there in pursuit. Schickling lays a big hit on Nick Centaro. And here comes Urbani. Right on, a big poke check there. Ketzenberger the rebound, saved in net. Nice job by Urbani, but what a poke check that was, Ketzenberger. Schickling didn't get a ton on that one. Still sliding across nicely was Ketzenberger. 30 seconds left on the power play for Rhode Island. Faceoff comes in the Rhode Island defensive zone. Cameron Neely will take the faceoff against Jake Salisbury. Nathan Runk tried to backhand it on net. It was blocked right off his stick, and Salisbury comes up with it. He'll carry it forward out of the zone. A good pass onto the stick of Ferrero, but popped right back out by Drexel. Caruso. And could have been a trip there, and there is the hand, there's the whistle. Tripping call, pretty easy. As DeRocher went down, Drexel sends another one to the penalty box. It's Nick Urbani, not his best effort. So it'll be 5-on-3 for 5 seconds. Curzon will very quickly be out of the box. This is something that Kyle Zoldi has talked about with us before, is a need to cut down on penalties and a need to win special teams opportunities over the course of the game. Tough to do that when you're always a man down. Caruso's shot deflected, does stay in the rink, right at the top part of the glass. Now Caruso turns on at the edge of the circle, sends it back behind the net. Salisbury brings it down with the glove. Caruso now back into the slot. It's DeRocher. Caruso, top of the circles, flips it across. Nice job to keep that puck in the zone. Griffin Long has it now, has DeRocher if he needs him. This is Caruso gliding forward. DeRocher into the slot, it deflects and goes just wide. Still trouble as it comes down right in front of the blue crease, and it pops wide. DeRocher, big block there by Churchvara. Race for the puck, and DeRocher got the stick on it first. That was essential there for Rhode Island. But now, Churchvara the other way. He'll pull it back. Will he look for a shot? Good pass. In between the circles. Right on! And what a save by Ketzenberger. Looked like Eugene Lim was going to get a goal. A stick lift doesn't work on the backside, but Eugene Lim working very hard to kill this power play. Rhode Island trying to counter the other way. Costello plays it deep. Ferrara's in the area. Ferrara comes onto the puck first. Now Costello has it. Up to the point, kept in there by Du Bois. And Drexel gets the clearance. Kyle Weller lays down on the ice to get the stick on it. 21 seconds left, and Drexel has been excellent through about 1:40 on this penalty kill. Tyler Black one more time gets the clearance. Make that a pass, as going down, losing an edge, was James Schickling. Just maybe could have had an opportunity to build, but now a bad turnover again. Here's Patrick McGinley. He'll play it deep. 2 seconds down to 1. It's ripped around the zone there by Brett Coleman, and Drexel with as good of a penalty kill as you'll see. But now a 3-on-3 the other way. There's a shot. Big rebound in front, and Drexel able to corral it. Zane Reynolds, a lot of open ice here. Reynolds with a toe drag. He'll come up with the puck. Here comes Urbani. Into the slot, a shot deflected by his own man. Now Churchvara into the catching glove of Ketzinger, a nice save. Catch your breath here, as it's been up-tempo for the last few minutes here from the class of 1923 arena, the home of the Drexel Dragons, who currently hold a 3-1 lead over visiting Rhode Island. Jared Ortiz into the face-off circle. Still looking for possession, and it's controlled by Alex Lund, back behind the net for Rhode Island. The Rams in the Carolina blue. Well, they'll say call it the Rhode Island blue. As Christopher Hagan brings it in, takes the shot, and Ketzinger kind of ate him up a little bit, but was able to corral it. .6:21 to play, second period. It's 3-1 Drexel. Bob Long on play-by-play. Elise Staklenski with us on camera as Rhode Island looks for and now gets a clearance, which might build into an offensive counter. Shot by Kelly. Blocker there. That one came right in front. Scooted along the near side. That's a huge hit and a dirty one at that. See if we can get the tail end of that one. Total blindside hit there. Launched himself, and that should be a major penalty there. And there goes Nick Centaro, not to the penalty box, but to the locker room. He's done. Can't say I argue with that one. Head coach of Rhode Island not particularly pleased, but I'm not sure how you argue with that one. But it is an elongated discussion here. I will take this extended opportunity to let you know that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. For over 125 years, Drexel University has been uniting academia and industry to empower the next generation of leaders. Enroll in graduate and executive education programs at Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business and join over 40,000 alumni who are transforming their careers in industry. Learn more at drexellebeau.com, and at the end of that read, yep, still having the conversation. Now it's with the scorer's box as Rhode Island, the coaching staff, and the bench have made themselves adequately heard. Now they'll come to the Drexel bench. An easier conversation with head coach Kyle Zoldi. Six minutes left, so you would think it's a game misconduct. 5-minute major would still leave him in the box. Nick Centaro laid the hit blindside. He went high. He left the ice to do it. Still nothing on the board. As we're ready for action here with 6:01 to play in the second period. Now the linesman over to the box. I think the scorer's box has not been cleared as to what to put up on the scoreboard, and I'm anxiously waiting as well to see how many minutes are put up there. It is a 5-minute major, but a game misconduct. He's out and in the dressing room, out Nick Centaro, and Jacob Kelly sits in the box in his place. Really an opportunity for Drexel to take control here as they work it around the top of the offensive zone. Shot blockered up and into the netting off the stick of Mike Churchvara, saved there by John Ketzenberger. One more look at this one as he calmly gets in there, and it's saved by Ketzenberger. Eugene Lim pulls this one back. Churchvara plays across for Aaron Carmichael. Carmichael over for Eugene Lim, and they play catch with it. Carmichael gets it back at the top of the circle, and he'll switch places with Churchvara, who stops that one with a skate. Drexel very patient here. Here's a shot that goes just wide. It was deflected there by Mike Costello for Rhode Island, and now a clearance by the Rams. Rhode Island will get a quick change. Churchvara carries it in. They're laying off him as he shoots it from an off angle. Eugene Lim with it now, edge of the circle, near side. Churchvara sends it over for Schickling. Way to lay down there. Nice job by Rhode Island to get that clearance. After the deflected pass in front, could have been trouble on the weak side. Churchvara, now Hagan. Hagan's pass for Patrick McGinley. McGinley drops it back for Reynolds. Reynolds whiffed on it, and it is sent all the way down. And that one looked like it hit the helmet of number 5, Nick Castura, but referees did not blow that dead. Could lead to an opportunity for Rhode Island, but now Drexel controls. 4:17 to play, second period. 3:14 on the man advantage for Drexel. The 5-minute major to Nick Centaro. Good work there by the Drexel defense to take it off the stick of Billy McNally. Now Christopher Hagan at the end of a shift will send that one deep. He'll stay in there though, and he'll get the puck back. Zane Reynolds was in the area. Now back to the point. It's Nick Urbani. Urbani with a shot deflected, gets up and into the netting, and a stoppage with 3:47 to play. 2:47 left on the Drexel 5-on-4. Patrick McGinley to take the face off, and he wins it. Played back to Urbani. Hagen, good cross-ice pass. Right in front it comes, jamming away at it. Ketzenberger gets his glove on the puck at just the right time. What a pass that was. And you'll see that right here. There's the puck, and Ketzenberger at the right time gets that stick down. The glove, exquisite that time from the goaltender for the Rams of Rhode Island. Weller, what a pass that is. Right in front, they score. Too easy. Tape to tape. Hagen for McGinley, who puts it home. Kyle Weller, the secondary assist, and Drexel leads 4-1, a power play goal. And it's been very balanced here tonight. 4 goals for Drexel. Aaron Carmichael, Patrick McGinley, Jamie Crane, and James Schickling all have 1 goal. Assist-wise, Mike Churchvara, Kyle Weller, Christopher Hagen, and Cameron Neely. All there with assists, and nobody with more than just the 1 point. 5-minute major, so Drexel remains 5-on-4 for the duration of that 5-minute period, regardless of goals scored. Eugene Lim turns on the puck well, right at center ice. James Schickling tries to get to the puck first. A nice turn on it by Mike Costello, but it's kept in there by Lim. And chopped deep by Drexel. Aaron Carmichael tries to keep it, as does Crane. Crane does effectively. Played back to the point for Churchvara, but unable to set up as he couldn't really control. Now Crane taking off the puck. Here's DeRocher with it. Jacob DeRocher with the rest of the Rams going to the bench for a change, but able to waste some precious seconds. 1:23 to go on the man advantage, 2:22 left in the period. That one went into the Rhode Island bench. Churchvara to the bench. Out there, Kyle Weller, Christopher Hagen, Patrick McGinley, the line that scored the last goal. And Rhode Island will pull this one all the way back, draw Drexel down, and then hope to fire it down the ice. Didn't get a ton on that one, though. They'll build from center ice. Urbani plays it back. Hagen over for Patrick McGinley, who turns and couldn't really get much on it, but now Christopher Hagen comes onto the puck. Good move there. Shot from an off angle, went high. Tried to send it in front another time, and now coming onto it is Urbani. Urbani, good stick work there to avoid the first defender. Now McGinley whips it along the backboards. Christopher Hagen, pass finds Urbani again near the top of the circle up to the point. Zane Reynolds over for Urbani. Weller has it now as they overlap. Reynolds back behind the net. Up for Urbani. Thought about the shot. Now Weller has it on his stick at the edge of the circle. 13 seconds left on the man advantage. Urbani's shot is blocked. That's a clearance for Rhode Island, and Drexel has to touch up. They can build with 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Hagen. Aggressive pass there. It's intercepted, and now is it Rhode Island to take the opportunity. Icing will be called. That is a backbreaker there for Rhode Island, as they no longer can change. They were at the end of a shift. They thought they were getting an offensive opportunity, and now they simply need to hang on for one more clearance. 55 seconds left in the second period. Stay with us at intermission as we bring you interviews with members of the Drexel hockey team that we've conducted over the span of the year. Tyler Black elected not to pinch, and boy, did that work out well. Puck got to him anyway, and he kept it in the zone. Now a giveaway. Shot by Castero, chopped right in front across the blue paint, and Crane could not get his second. What a play there, though. by Nathan Runk to put that across and to give Jamie Crane a chance. Gastura gives it away. Rhode Island looking for a shot. Good block there by Runk, and he's had a good shift thus far. 16 seconds left in the period, now down to 14. Drexel with one more chance to build, and they give it away. No, they wave off the icing. So it works out anyway. Down to 4 seconds. Now down to 2. Chance for 1 and a block. One more. Fired. It went wide. Don't know if that would have counted anyway. But that's the end of the second period. It's Drexel 4, Rhode Island 1 here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long, Elise Staklensky is on camera doing a great job. We'll take a break and come back in just a few minutes for the beginning of the third period. And once again, you're watching the Drexel Hockey Network. Intermission here on the Drexel Hockey Network, and we have Nathan Runk with us here in studio. Nathan, how are you? Thanks so much for coming on, and boy, looking forward to a big-time season here in 2019-2020.
I'm feeling pretty good. This off-season definitely helped a lot just to get back into things. Definitely been working out a lot just to keep in hockey shape, but I'm looking forward to just getting together with the boys again, getting to wake up early and practice. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're sitting here at tryouts, I guess this technically is.
Training camp.
Training camp in the fall. Break us down, if you could, what this time frame means. Obviously, you guys are just getting back together after the summer. How key are these next couple weekends for you guys to kind of filter through what will then be chemistry for the season?
I think they're crucial. I think with training camp, it's just to get your legs back. And tryouts, you really just got to show what you got. But then once the teams are picked, I think the first couple weeks are just obviously to get together, catch up, like if you haven't seen somebody for like the off season, but like we get things started pretty quickly, so we really just have to be all business, just focus in on like our overall goal, which is to get the Nationals and to win our first game there.
Well, that's a great segue. We've been talking, one of the constants of these interviews is talking about that experience down there in Dallas, and it was a tremendous comeback effort, a really good experience, I would guess, for you guys. Yeah. What did that mean for the team, and how do you feel that, though that was months ago, is going to carry forward over the course of this season?
Well, I think it just shows that we can compete with anybody as long as we just bond together. I mean, especially in that third period, that was probably one of the best periods of hockey our team has played. So I think we can definitely build off of that into this new season.
That's great. No, that's great. And so for you then as well, continuing to step up into a role with the departures of some of the seniors last year, including Dylan, who was a tremendous player, and Jim, who kind of anchored that backside there. What does the role look like for you, but then also some of the other younger guys that are stepping up into veteran roles now?
I'd say with me, like the biggest thing that I can bring is just like physicality to the game and also just like speed. Obviously, last season wasn't great when it came to scoring. I'm looking to step that up a little bit. But I think with a lot of the rookies too, they need to, I guess, accept the role that they're in, but don't be satisfied with it. Try and get better and try and get into a better role than what they start out with. I think to keep a positive mindset definitely helps as well.
So who, now to the fun ones here, who's the funniest player on the hockey team, and why?
I'd have to go with Fior, just because he's my line mate. So
he's got a couple votes already.
Yeah, I mean, just being on the bench with him, like we could have a bad shift or something, but he always knows what to say to keep the mood light and just to go back out there and want to do better. Definitely last year, he helped me a lot because I had a couple tough games, but he kept me positive.
That's great. And then who's the most, I struggle with the correct adjective, but let's say profound. Who's the most profound player in the team and who really kind of makes you think, whether that's good or bad?
I'd probably say Chris Hagen. He always keeps me on my toes. I mean, whatever he says, like I have to be ready for it. I have to have a pretty good response or else he's going to let me hear it.
And then which coach... how do I ask this? They're all going to hear this. Which coach is the most? Which coach is the easiest to like make fun of? Let's put it that way. What are the things that the coaches do that you guys are making fun of in the locker room? All in good fun, of course.
I'd probably just say Derek. I mean, he's kind of the shy type. just I know we let him hear it during the intermissions and at the end of the game because he's not a talkative guy. Like, he doesn't really say much, but it's all in good fun. I mean, nothing personal.
That's all about building the character of a team and chemistry. So that's why I asked the question. But it's things folks want to hear when they're getting to know you guys and watching you guys every week. So appreciate the time, Nathan. Best of luck with the season. Thanks for coming on. We're here with alternate captain Jamie Crane on the Drexel Hockey Network. Jamie, appreciate you being with us here today. And I'll start with this. We come into September, and you guys are in training camp, and you'll be on the ice skating against live opponents very quickly. What's the job of an alternate captain, and how has this offseason been different for you than prior ones?
I think everyone's ready to get back after it. I think a big thing is really getting out there and like setting the tone. We've had some good summer skates. Everybody's excited to be back on the ice, and I mean, for me, I feel like I really got to go out there and, like I said, set the tone, get everybody going, and get everybody ready for the upcoming weekends. This summer is a little bit different. I feel like I have a little bit of different perspective on things coming ahead. Last year, I wasn't sure what to expect coming in as a transfer, but I think we had a good year, and I'm definitely ready to get back after it.
So you mentioned about setting the tone when it comes to the gameplay and getting into the season. If I could go a little bit deeper on that, what does that mean? How do you set the tone?
I'll lay a big hit, maybe. I don't know. Get the physical play up. Set the tone as in the speed of play.
Yep.
Because come the next few weekends, it's not going to be always be easy.
Right. So when people watch Drexel hockey, folks that might be tuning in for the first or second time here this evening, what are they going to see out there? What is your identity as a hockey team?
I think Drexel hockey, I mean, we do a little bit of everything. We grind it out, and then we also have guys that can make some big plays, and it can be pretty sometimes, and it also can be a little hard-nosed.
Coming in as a transfer, what was that process like, and what would you say to somebody that might be considering a program like Drexel to come in and continue their hockey career here?
It was interesting because you're coming from a different group of guys that you're used to, playing somewhere else for a couple years and then coming here. I mean, it's a different core of guys with there's different personalities, and then the team structure might be a little bit different too. So there's a lot of different little things to adjust to, but it was definitely easy adjusting to Drexel. Everybody, took me in, and I felt like I was a part of the family from the start, really. So
that's great. And D1 and D2, I think, is a very interesting subject because it's year 2 of the D2 team, and it's a very deep team, will be this year. And obviously the idea is to feed talent from D2 to D1 over time. What is your role as an alternate captain, or just generally as an ambassador for the program, to obviously correspond with their D1 guys, but also what's your role when it comes to some of the younger guys that might be playing D2 right now?
I would just say to talk to them, get to know them and let them know that there's always room for improvement. You never know when you're gonna get the call, so they could be brought up to play with us any weekend, and really is not be satisfied and know that they have room to grow. And Drexel's still our team. We're always getting better, and there's always room for improvement. So I would say the thing would be to reach out to them and make sure that they know that the coaches are always watching.
All right, a couple quick hits for you before we get you out of here. Who's the funniest guy on the team, and why?
I would say Carms. I mean, I sit next to him in the locker room last year, and he's always a easygoing, happy guy. I don't know. I've never seen him without a smile on his face. He's always cracking jokes.
And then when it comes to road trips, and you guys have the opportunity to travel all over the country to play this great game, What's the best part of a road trip, and what could you do without?
It's easy to say that, you can always do without the homework on the road trip. No one wants to think about school when we're on the road. But yeah, the best thing about road trips is just being with the guys. The whole weekend, we're just all together in the hotel, from the bus. Yeah, road trips are always a fun time.
Oh, that's great. Well, you'll have a lot of them this year. Hopefully a lot of success as well. We'll be watching. We'll be broadcasting you guys all year. Congratulations on the alternate captain role this year, and we will be following along. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Aaron Carmichael with us here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Aaron, welcome, and appreciate your time sitting with us here on the hot seat.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So 2019-2020, walk me through it. Expectations, goals.
Pretty high expectations for this group. We did pretty well last year. We fell short in playoffs, but I feel like if we continue to go on the path we're going, we'll push through, make another big playoff appearance, and hopefully get to nationals. But like a couple of guys said, we got to take it day by day.
What was Dallas like last year for you personally, and then spreading that to the rest of the team? What was that experience like?
Dallas was a great experience overall. Never been there before last year. Thought it was great traveling down there. It was definitely a very classy tournament to go to. There's a lot of stuff going on. The rink was great there. It was huge. It was cool to play in an atmosphere like that, and obviously best talent around in our league is out there.
And I understand that nationals are again back in Dallas this year.
Yeah, so we're definitely doing a big push to get out there. Dallas is a great town. We had a chance to go out and see it a little bit after we unfortunately lost, but it was definitely a good experience getting down there.
When people look at Aaron Carmichael out there on the ice, what are they going to see? What's your game like? What is your kind of pride and joy when you're out there?
I like trying to open up the ice, see a play, see like 2 plays ahead, and try to make a good pass, try to get some of my line mates to score. I don't score too often, so just try to be a playmaker out there, maybe block some shots, stuff like that.
That's good. And what games do you have circled on the calendar personally? Anything that you're looking to avenge this year?
Yeah, so absolutely. We have our big league games. We definitely want to get back at Navy. Westchester's always a tight game, but I'm looking forward to some of the out of league games, like the Stony Brooks and Buffaloes, because I feel like they're going to be a good test for us.
He actually just walked in the room off camera, but I really thought you were the guy to give me a Kyle Zoldi impression. We'll ask him maybe to leave the room. There you go. He's heading out. I feel like you're the guy, Aaron. Are you the guy?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm the guy, but it's just a lot of generic stuff. He'll great guy, obviously. He always
Let me lead off with that.
He always has the right things to say. He'll come in and be all serious. He's all right, boys, great period, good stuff. Just get back out there, do your thing, play the system. You guys know what to do. Get back out there.
So there's no Herb Brooks from Miracle or anything like that?
No big.
I want you to be a hockey player.
Yeah, no huge big pump up things, but he always seems to have the right thing to say.
That's good stuff. Well, hey, Aaron, we appreciate you coming on. It's good to talk to you as always. We'll be watching you out there as well as the rest of the team.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Jeremy Wick with us now here on the Drexel Hockey Network. And Jeremy, a great season last year for you and the team, a great run all the way to nationals. Well, what's your biggest takeaway from the 2018-2019 season?
I think we put together a really good season last year, had 30 wins. I think we achieved a lot. When you put together, no, we didn't get that ECHA championship or that natty win, but I thought it was really one of the closest we did get to achieving it. We only lost 5-4 to Oklahoma, but all in all, it was a good year. I think really this year we have a really good opportunity to build on it. We only lost a few guys, and we got a lot of good incoming freshmen here. So I think this is our year that we can even build on that and even have a better season than we did last year.
We're asking folks about this on these interviews. The experience in Dallas, what was that like as a team, both from a competition standpoint and from a bonding standpoint? What do you think that experience did for you guys as you build into this season?
Yeah, I think anytime you can get to nationals, all the best teams in the countries are there. So you get the opportunity to watch these teams play, learn something from just watching them, and kind of going through the whole entire process. I think if you haven't been there before, there's a lot of pressure on guys. This is your opportunity. Like, you want to win, you want to play big, and I don't know. I think once you kind of get comfortable in that, the next time around, you're more comfortable and you're going to play better.
How's summer been?
Summer's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun on campus. I think everybody's been enjoying it, taking some time off, hopefully hitting the gym for everybody, and I think everybody's ready to go now.
From a summer standpoint, what does that look like for a hockey player like yourself and your teammates? Obviously, that time to decompress and relax and have some fun, but from a hockey perspective, what does the summer look like for you?
Yeah, so I'd probably say, season ends in March. I say most guys probably take all of April, maybe May off, and then maybe start June is when kind of guys start to get back on the ice, get back in the swing of things. I would say most guys in the team do like a summer league where maybe you skate once to twice a week. So you're getting on the ice a little bit and then kind of just hitting the gym, kind of somewhat staying fresh and somewhat staying sharp. You're not grinding where you're wearing your body down, but just enough to you can stay sharp when preseason comes around.
So I know a lot of you guys know we talked to Dylan Dignan, who's moving up from D2 to D1. How's that going to be having him behind the bench with you guys?
I think anytime you can get one more voice there in the locker room and on the bench, it's going to help any of us. Just all of our coaches are great, and the more help we get, I think it's even going to be better.
And I've asked a bunch of guys this, but the game you have circled on the calendar this year, or games?
Definitely the Navy. I know we do that every year. Navy, and I would say even Westchester, too, is starting to, ever since they joined our division, I think they're kind of one of our big rivals now, though they're probably going to be
Third period action here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long, Elise Staklinski alongside for the Drexel Hockey Network. Drexel leads 4-1. And Eugene Lim very quickly puts a shot on net. It pops high into the back boards. Ripped around the boards, and Churchvara can't keep it in. Nearly a giveaway, and now Rhode Island with an opportunity to build as they jam away at it right in front of the Drexel bench. Now it is sent back behind the net. Wick with a touch, and Mike Churchvara. One of the best skaters on this Drexel team, if not the best skater. I'd throw Zane Reynolds into that equation as well. Rams throw the puck off a skate of their player. Sent it wide now there by Churchvara. Carmichael there first. Keeps the puck on his forehand as he comes to the top of the circle with a shot, and the blocker sends it wide. Ketzenberger with an initial save here to begin the third period. Here's Ferraro intending for Griffin Long, and just a bit too far beyond his grasp as Long goes to the bench for a change. As good forecheck, Ferraro sent right in front, and Drexel with control. Eugene Lim does get it out of the zone. It'll come up well short of icing and allows Drexel to get a change. Castera, first one off the bench. Connor Kurzenabe chases it back behind his own net, dips it behind for Tyler Black, and that was an ambitious pass. Fortunate there for the Dragons, and leads to a 3-on-2. It's Nathan Runk leading the charge, dives in on net, takes the net off its moorings, and a stop with 18:27 to play in the third. One more look as he's just reckless abandon. I'm trying to jam this home and put the puck beyond the goal line before I do. But Ketzenberger there to make the save. And because it was Runk pulling the net off its moorings like that, the faceoff comes outside the zone. And Jamie Crane getting into it with Jonathan Alsfeld, or should I say vice versa. Now they'll jam at it. And Nathan Runk's got kicked out. Now Runk is going to join Alsfeld in the tea party on the far side. Everybody's thrilled with each other to begin this third period, apparently. Mike Costello back behind the net, gives the puck away. Castura, great stick work there. Now Crane sends it across, and it was kicked down there by the defense, number 23, Cameron Rancourt. Now 3-on-3. This one will come to Wick. He'll cover it up, and a hit into the net there. Nathan Runk taken into the net. Nick Castura gets into the face of the captain there. Looks like Jake Salisbury, who made the hit. Looks like no blood from that one. 18:06 to play. Blood metaphorically, of course. Can't speak for Runk, which went face first into the net, but nobody to the penalty box. Face-off controlled by Drexel back behind the net. What a stick lift there, though. Sent back to the point to Boys on a one-time. From an off angle, they score! That's Cameron Rancourt. And Rhode Island cuts the deficit to 2. And it was an unbelievable stick lift by number 16, Colin Harple, able to chuck it out to the slot. One-timer, Du Bois didn't get a ton on it, but put it on a tough angle. And the goal scored there to make it 4-2. Long way to go in this one. Rhode Island has controlled the shots. They wave off icing here as they take Dylan Weisschelbaumer into the backboards. And a penalty is called. That, don't love that call. Let's get one more look. And it's going to be right here, right there, as Billy McNally was taken down. So it'll be Wyeth Cool to the penalty box for 2. How this game has changed here in the first 2.5 minutes of the third period. It was 4-1, Drexel in control. Now a quick goal from Rhode Island and a power play for the Rams. Can they cut this deficit to 1 from the point? Flipping it along the far side boards to the bottom of the circle. Back behind the net, Griffin Long makes one defender miss. Long on a one-timer, he sent it across for Salisbury. Salisbury couldn't get it on net, and Drexel gets the clearance all the way down. DeRocher had trouble with that one. 1:34 to go on this man advantage for Rhode Island. Up the ice comes Griffin Long across the red line. He's taken down, and Runk turns, fires it down the ice. Cameron Neely will skate after it. DeRocher should get there first along with the goaltender. But trying to waste precious seconds, and waste he will. Now he'll hightail it down the ice. He's coming to the bench. Salisbury taking off the puck. And turned on there by Griffin Long. Back behind the net, he's defended by Churchvara. Churchvara comes up with it, and he finds its way out of the zone just barely. That one ripped into the stands. That wasn't even close. And that faceoff will come in the Rhode Island offensive zone. I don't know that. Comes at the far side circle. That was flipped into the zone and out of play without really any abandon for anything from the red line. 51 seconds left, however, on the man advantage for Rhode Island. That one's chopped up into the air. Schickling has the puck. Du Bois in the area as well. A stick lift on Churchvara as he was trying to clear it, and 5 players jam away at it. Du Bois with real possession now, and back behind the net, number 15, Patrick Kramer. Kramer taking off the puck. Good keep there, but only for a second, as now building up the ice is James Schickling. Schickling brings it right on. He finishes. Goal for Schickling, and Drexel, a shorthanded goal, leads 5-2. Patience there from Schickling, a great finish. But let's talk about 2 things. First was Schickling. The initial play to send it up the ice. It was kept in at the point. McGinley was the next one on the puck, right on the far side boards. Could have sent it all the way down the ice. Instead, dropped it down for Schickling, who carried it all the way. Okey-doke the defender on his way to the goal. And the backhander puts it high. Drexel with a 5-2 lead. And a broken stick on the Rhode Island bench, as you may have seen just seconds ago, as collateral damage. Boy, what a turn in this game. It felt like Rhode Island was building the momentum. They still have 8 seconds left on the power play, but Drexel nearly killed this penalty off. Can they get one more save, a deflection up into the netting, and now we are 5-on-5. So Drexel gave up the goal, gave up the opportunity for the power play. Rhode Island a few decent opportunities, but a spectacular goal from Schickling. McGinley with the assist, and now it's a 3-goal lead for Drexel, right back to the way we started this third period. Now controlled and sent into the zone there by number 3, Tyler Sanborn, and sent right back out by Drexel. This chases number 24, Jacob DeRocher, back. Skates to avoid Aaron Carmichael and out to the red line. Tyler Black paired defensively with Mike Churchvara. And a giveaway jammed back in by Sanborn. Churchvara first to it, back behind the net. Sends it along the boards for Tyler Black. He'll carry it back behind his netminder, Jeremy Wick, and flips it along the near side boards. Aaron Carmichael trying to get onto the puck, but now Rhode Island comes the other way, losing an edge there, number 14, Dylan Weisschelbaumer, and Drexel comes back the other way with it. Now Weisschelbaumer this time does keep the edge, nudges it along the boards, but Tyler Black there every step of the way. Now tries to get the clearance and will. And it's offside there as Weisschelbaumer touched it up, and when he was still in the offensive zone. James Schickling with his second goal of the evening just a few minutes ago. Patrick McGinley, his second point of the night, as he assisted on that goal and scored a goal earlier in the evening. Nick Urbani, nice dump off there, and now Hagen comes with it to the red line, tried to find Jared Ortiz just a bit behind him. As he whacks it off the boards, that came along the side of the netting. And Drexel in there on the forecheck. Cam Neely, such a good forechecker for this Dragons team. Jared Ortiz in there as well. Hagen with the puck, shot from an off angle, rebound poked at by Ortiz. 2 saves there by Ketzenberger. Ortiz turns on the puck. He's taking on 2 Rams defenders. What a great job by Jared Ortiz on the forecheck. And a big hit there by Hagen. Carrying it down the ice now, number 25, Alex Lund. Lund goes down, able to corral the puck again. Sent in front. Good back check there from Drexel. But here's a shot. That one goes off the pipe and goes about 10 rows up. A delay penalty there, so out of play. Will stop the whistle and send Drexel to the penalty box with 13 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the period. It's Nick Castura to serve 2 minutes. Face-off to come in the Rhode Island offensive zone. They have not been great on the power play here tonight, though they've had a lot of opportunities. Perhaps that's in spite of the fact that they've had a lot of opportunities. Drexel has not been particularly disciplined from a penalty perspective here tonight, but when they've been a man down, they've been excellent in killing it. Can they get one more here? In between the circles, what a block there by Neely, laid down on the ice. Still not cleared out of the zone. Now it should be, though, as Black sends it up. It's corralled there by Neely. He'll get there first, and we'll pull it back. Played for Kurzene. Probably wasn't the smartest play, as number 10, Jonathan Alsfeld, was right behind him. One stick lift, and he could have had an opportunity on net. Griffin Long, however, along the far side boards, controls the puck. Tyler Black's in there defensively. Good work from the more diminutive Black. And now Rhode Island does control. Back to the point it comes to Rocher. Played along for Caruso. Caruso down for Grissom and Long. This is their number 1 power play unit. Caruso, a good move. Along the goal line, looking for help, sent through for DeRocher. DeRocher's shot didn't get through as Nathan Runk there for the save. Now one more right in front. Jeremy Wick there, and they jam away as Jonathan Alsfeld did not stop when the whistle blew. In fact, threw a little cross-check to the back of the Drexel defender. 54 seconds left on the power play for Rhode Island. They trail 5-2. Just game 1 of 2. We'll be back here at the same place, the Class of 1923 Arena, tomorrow for a 3:30 puck drop. Join us for what should be a good one. I think there will be some bad blood remaining after tonight's game. Teams that know each other decently well, out of conference, but a lot of pride. 2 very good programs at the ACHA D1 level. This is one we were looking forward to all year long. Now McNally has it back below the goal line. McNally had a man right there in the slot. Instead, it's pumped down below the goal line. Here's Kramer. Kramer's pass is deflected and out of the zone. Mike Costello was calling for that puck twice. Would not come. And a big stick on the ice from Drexel elicits the clearance. And now Schickling loses an edge. He'll still get there first. And a penalty is called. 11:37 to play. And Drexel will go to 4-on-4. 10 seconds from now will be on the power play. Number 5, Mike Costello, called for the trip. Kyle Weller in the faceoff circle wins the faceoff. Back to the point it comes. Hagen, nice cross-ice pass. There's a shot into the catching glove of John Ketzenberger. I have said this for the 2 years I've been calling this team. Christopher Hagen is one of the best passers I've seen at the college level anywhere. Always with his eyes across the ice, always knows how to get it there, and sets up great opportunities to switch the ice and catch the defense off guard. Now Drexel is 5-on-4 as Zane Reynolds just came onto the ice. Back to the point, it's Nick Urbani. 100 seconds left on the Drexel power play. They could really put this one away here with a shot off the blocker of Ketzenberger into the sideboards. Back below the goal line, it's Patrick McGinley with it now. Backhands it along. Hagen, one touch across for Weller, who misplayed that one. Could have had a good look at it offensively. But now Reynolds. Reynolds for Hagen. And the puck's rolling on a few of these guys. Now Hagen across for Weller. This time the defender is there. Sends it in front anyways, and Patrick McGinley nearly had his second at the doorstep. Instead, a bad giveaway. And Rhode Island, do they try for a chance shorthanded? They dump it deep and elect to get a change. Weller carries. And Christopher Hagen, that's a giveaway. Not a good one. Caruso takes the shot. Saved there by Jeremy Wick, and Hagen first there to it. Near side boards, big hit there as Schickling's now on the puck. Hagen goes to the bench. Kyle Weller brings it right on. Stops on a dime, sent across, and the deflection goes to the near side boards. Up for Churchvaro, backhanding it along the near side for Jamie Crane. Crane in between the circles. Good dump off there, just the least bit behind Eugene Lim. Churchvaro controls it. Bleeding up towards the slot, now carries to the top of the circle, a shot into the catching glove of the goaltender, John Ketzenberger. 10 seconds left on the power play for Drexel. Better than halfway through the third period here on the Drexel Hockey Network. My name's Bob Long. You can follow Drexel Hockey at Drexel Hockey. That was easy. Follow me on Twitter as well, at Bob Long Sports, for Drexel Hockey Network updates. Zane Reynolds got it on net right off the faceoff. Hit from behind, stays on the puck, but now gives it away. Drexel has the numbers back, so now Rhode Island will just flip it down the ice. Icing waved off. Eugene Lim in there defensively. Drexel looking for a clearance and a penalty there. No doubt about it. Here's another look, and it's going to be number 14, Dylan Weichenbacher. He'll serve 2 minutes in the box, and Drexel back on the power play with 9:27 to play. Dylan Weichenbacher, 6'1", 185. He scored 4 points this year for Rhode Island. That time just a silly play in the center of the ice. A nice job by number 9, Zane Reynolds, to avoid it and really cause that penalty as well. Aaron Carmichael into the faceoff circle for the Dragons of Drexel. He'll face off against Patrick Kramer, but not before a fourth Ram will come on for Rhode Island. And Jonathan Alsfeld will take Kramer's place in the faceoff circle, won by Drexel. Eugene Lim with a shot. That had to go high. Ketzenberger went up to get it. Patience here from Carmichael as he drops it to the goal line. Cycling now. Back behind the net is Crane as Carmichael parks himself in front of the net. To the point, it's Eugene Lim. Back for Churchvara. Shot through traffic. That one off the backboards. And Jamie Crane controls it for Drexel. Crane tried to go for a wraparound. Nice recognition by DeRocher. Kept in for now by Drexel. DeRocher now gets the clearance, and Churchvara will pull it into the neutral zone and back into his own defensive zone. It's Eugene Lim turning on the puck now. Good work to avoid one defender. Brought on for Carmichael. Carmichael, cross-ice pass, finds it right in front and tried to go with that puck off the ice on the deflection there. Jamie Crane couldn't quite get there. 54 seconds left, and Drexel did a nice job to avoid that change here. Here's Zane Reynolds. Reynolds has Carmichael with him. And a poke check there, poked away, wonderfully done by John Ketzenberger. Nice job to stay with the puck for Nick Urbani. Really nice skill to control the puck as he was going down, elicit the clearance, and now building forward is Christopher Hagan. Hagan, what a pass that is, and a huge save by Ketzenberger. Oh my goodness. That was unbelievable. First of all, the pass from Christopher Hagan, my goodness. The eyes up the ice, the control on that pass by Kyle Weller, and then the save by Ketzenberger to get back to that post on the far side. Absolutely incredible hockey by all sides. 7:48 to play, third period. It's 5-2 Drexel, 21 seconds left on the power play for the Dragons. Kyle Weller, top of the circle, plays it deep. Here's Nick Urbani, and he overskates that one. The puck rolled over his stick. He'll pull it back, and we're 5-on-5. As quickly out of the penalty box is Dylan Weichenbacher. This along the far side boards, controlled now by Chris Mayer for Rhode Island. 7:13 to play. Rhode Island needs to move now if they want to get back into this one. A long shot, deflected. Never got to the net, but now a good opportunity in front. Can't get the shot off yet. Still controlled by Rhode Island. Shot from Costello, right in front as it deflected off his own man, but they could not put the shot on net. Kelly got the shot off, and Drexel will clear, and that should come up short of an icing, and indeed it does. Wonderfully done by the Drexel defense. Jacob Kelly pops it high, and Drexel gets possession as Tyler Black turns with it. Connor Kurzenabe comes to the puck. Tipped there by Rhode Island at the red line, taking away icing. 6:31 to play. Carried forward here by Jake Salisbury and taken away. Castura's pass comes onto the stick of Crane. Castura in there as well, but it's pulled away from him. Runk eliminates Griffin Long. Now Drexel pokes it and comes back the other way. Good look for Castura, maybe just a little bit too far to lead him. But Drexel in there on the forecheck. Really nice control by Rhode Island as they clear. Although now they're hitting their guys in the skate. Both of them hit Griffin long. And Rhode Island finally does get the clearance, but not the possession. Brought down with a high stick there, and they'll just take the whistle. Derosher. 5:48 to play, third period. Drexel 5, Rhode Island 2, the first of two here this weekend from the class of 1923 arena. Bob Long on play-by-play for the Drexel Hockey Network. We'll be back here tomorrow for a 3:30 puck drop. Kyle Weller in the face-off circle for Drexel in the home gold uniforms. Six guys on the ice right now for Rhode Island, a little bit of confusion. Somebody's got to go. Five that you see jumbled up together and then one on the near side. And the odd man out is Nick Ferraro. Long pass comes off the board. Salisbury there, their best player, trying to make a move individually and taking off the puck well. But we get a whistle, and a hooking call is going to go against Drexel. So a power play opportunity for Rhode Island, and certainly one they'll need to score upon in order to have a chance to win this hockey game. Wyeth Cool, for the second time in the period, goes to the penalty box. And here comes Cam Neely. Looking for the shorthanded goal. He's taken down hard into the boards. 2-on-2. Rhode Island along the near side boards, back behind the net, Patrick Kramer. Du Bois overruns him, and he took that out of the zone. That is offside. An unforced error that time by Patrick Kramer. One more look, that is just a hair outside the zone. Drexel controls the face-off, and Urbani does just enough to get it out of the zone. Runk takes a decent lick as he hammers it the rest of the way. 1:20 to play on this power play. 4:46 to go in the third period. Again, a must score if you're Rhode Island. Big hit there, Cam Neely into the Rhode Island bench and cleared all the way down by Urbani. William Du Bois back behind the net. Carries forward. Poked away there, Churchvara. And here comes Drexel. It's Schickling looking for the hat trick. Goes to the backhand, and it's saved there by Ketzenberger. Another look, again taking on the two defenders. And at the tail end, it was a save by Ketzenberger as he went to the backhand. .41 seconds left on the power play. Jake Salisbury, he's been good, but he hasn't necessarily created the amount of opportunities offensively that Rhode Island has needed. The shots have nearly evened up. Rhode Island with 34, Drexel with 30. They need one to find the twine here. There's a shot. There it does find the twine on a deflection. DeRocher with the shot. And let's see who claims this goal. It's going to be Nick Ferraro with the goal. Off the shot from DeRocher, they do get the power play goal that they need, and now it's 5-3 Drexel. 3 minutes, 46 seconds to play in a whole new hockey game. And it's initial possession here for number 5, Mike Costello, who sends it back behind the net. Tyler Black shields it along the far side. Now a shot blocked there. Nice job by Kyle Weller. More chances here, though, for Rhode Island as they're hammering away at the puck in the offensive zone. McNally plays it back. Nice job there by Eugene Lim. Can't get the clearance, though. McNally sends it to the other side of the ice. And Eugene Lim pulls it like a string. Here comes Kyle Weller. Has Carmichael with him. Shot, rebound as Carmichael tried to hit the bouncing puck and whiffed. Now the other way, McNally. Tyler Black does not have a stick. Just takes his man off the puck. Good work there by Black. And he goes down for a block. What a job this freshman's doing, Tyler Black. Big hit there on Weller, but most importantly got it out of the zone. They still jam away at it in the neutral zone. And just have to say how impressed I was. Guess who's in the mix there back behind the play? Tyler Black without a stick. What an impressive shift that was. He'll get a much-deserved seat and perhaps his stick back. As Drexel now has 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to hang on to this one. They lead by 2 goals. It's been a tremendous hockey game. A lot of shots on both sides, 35 for Rhode Island, 31 for Drexel. Icing called against Drexel. Faceoff comes back in the Rhode Island offensive zone. I make that center ice. I stand corrected. Faceoff controlled by Nick Urbani. Drexel can certainly still build offensively, but more important to keep those defenders back, not take a chance. As I say that, Nick Urbani comes up to intercept a pass right at the edge of the blue line with nobody behind, but a well done and well executed play. Creates the shot. Big save there by Ketzenberger. Had to extend the pad to go get it to the far side. Urbani takes a shot, tried to get the deflection, but could not. And again, you even see on that one, Drexel a little bit quicker to pull back defensively. Here's Caruso on the puck, makes one defender miss. Now a big hit takes on Nick Urbani, but back behind the net, it's Mike Churchvara to control it. Clear there by Schickling, not by very far, and now it's Schickling coming the other way. He can score a hat trick here as he carries on, goes to the backhand. Churchvara, as it was poked away from Schickling, recovered it. He took a big hit into the boards, now down to 1 minute 21 seconds, and you would think the goaltender Ketzenberger has to go. Now they bring it right on. Big save by Wick, pops up, and we get a whistle. The net came way off the moorings. The puck comes skittering out, so it certainly didn't go in. But here's the save, pop right into the air, and fortunate there, Drexel, was that didn't land on the back of his shoulders and go into the net. The clock is stopped with 1 minute and 11 seconds to play. Ketzenberger is already on the bench. 6 skaters out there for the Rams of Rhode Island. And it is desperation time here for the ESCHL third place team taking on the top team in the ECHA. Timeout called by Rhode Island. They burn their timeout to get some legs underneath their guys and devise any last-minute schemes here. We will remind all our listeners that tonight and all of our broadcasts here on the Drexel Hockey Network brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. For over 125 years, Drexel University has been uniting academia and industry to empower the next generation of leaders. Enroll in graduate and executive education programs at Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business and join over 40,000 alumni who are transforming their careers and their industry. Learn more at drexellebeau.com. Bob Long here on play-by-play for the Drexel Hockey Network. Elise Staklenski has been doing a great job on camera as well. 71 seconds left of action here in regulation. Drexel leads 5-3. Here's a wind and a fire. Big deflection in front. The rebound was deflected up and into the back netting. But that was a great chance there for Rhode Island. One more look at this one. And the rebound up and into the netting. .104 to play. Face-off won by Rhode Island. There's a shot, again right in front through traffic. Backhand, they score! Rhode Island cuts it to 1. Patrick Kramer scores the goal. And just like that, we got ourselves a one-score hockey game, 59 seconds left. Ketzenberger will come onto the ice, the goaltender for Rhode Island, only for the purposes of being in there for a face-off loss. But as soon as there's even a semblance of control for Rhode Island heading up ice, he will go. He's still about halfway in as Urbani is brought down with a high stick, and that's a big call. It's the right one, as in came Mike Costello looking to let that one rip. There's the high stick, and you see the opportunity that Costello is going to have. Fortunate for Drexel, and not really fortunate, it's the right call. Unfortunate for Rhode Island that that whistle was blown. So the faceoff comes outside the zone as a result, which is big for Drexel. It keeps Ketzenberger in the net as well. 45 seconds left. We'll keep you as apprised as we can of that clock, as that one's into the catching glove of Ketzenberger. He keeps it moving. DeRocher carries up the ice. Ketzenberger starts to go, and he's off to the bench as DeRocher pumps it deep. Urbani in there. In there on the forecheck is number 21, Griffin Long. Now Urbani spins it off the boards and not kept in. Everybody has to touch up. Wick makes a save. 13 seconds, now down to 12. It's sent. Here's DeRocher with a shot. Big save, rebound. It's poked away there. Mike Churchvara got the poke. Down to 3 seconds, down to 2. The shot goes wide, and that's the end of the hockey game. Drexel holds on in the final moments. We'll take solace there with that big-time poke from Mike Churchvara at the tail end. Wick made a big save with the blocker at the tail end, but it was a big rebound. And the poke there from Churchvara got it away from that Rhode Island offensive player and out of the zone, and that was the end of the game. But, man, what an effort from this Rhode Island team coming all the way back and making this one a competitive game. Gives them a little bit of momentum, I think, heading into tomorrow's contest. Meanwhile, Drexel improved to 17-2-2-2 and comes back to home ice in a good way. Ends up in the winning column here tonight. 2 points for the men in gold here tonight. I appreciate everybody being with us here tonight. Elise Staklenski has been great on camera. Also, many thanks to the best set of managers in the ACHA or really any level of college, the Drexel University hockey managers. congrats to Kyle Zoldi, all his assistants, and these players for hanging in there tonight, hanging tough at the end, and coming out with a 5-4 victory. A lot to take away as we head towards what should be another fantastic Saturday afternoon matchup between these two teams. Again, 3:30 puck drop between Drexel and Rhode Island at this very place, the Drexel Arena at Class of 1923 Arena. You can find it on the Drexel Hockey Network. We'll get that link out right away here tonight. Put it up on @Drexel Hockey on Twitter and @BobLongSports on Twitter. Bob Long here saying so long from Philadelphia. Drexel Hockey a winner 5-4, and certainly kept you guessing all the way to the final whistle. What more can you ask for? Jeremy Wick, the winner in nets. Our first star of the game here tonight. Well, we'll go 3-2-1, why don't we? Jamie Crane, alternate captain. Tremendous job. Had himself a goal here tonight and was just generally disruptive on the forecheck. Patrick McGinley, a goal and an assist, 2 points, our second star of the game. And then our first star of the game, he was knocking on the door 2 or 3 times for a hat trick, and that is James Schickling. That's it for us here tonight, folks. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see everybody tomorrow at 3:30. Once again, Drexel a winner, 5-4.